One rainy day, Max and Luna met under a big tree. Luna looked sad. Max asked, "Why are you silent?" "Should I say something?" Luna replied. "I've been waiting for you here in the rain for 2 hours," Max said. "Why did you invite me here?" Luna asked. "We need to talk," Max said seriously. "Tell me." "I am listening," she answered. "Why were you late?" he pressed. "I was busy," she replied. "You're always busy and never have time for me," Max said sadly. "Actually, I didn't want to see you," Luna confessed. "That's why we need to talk openly. This might be our last meeting," he said. "Why last meeting? Won't you come to see our child?" she asked. "I will see my child, but not you," he stated. "However, we will meet," Luna said firmly. "Look, I have come with flowers and apologized many times, but you haven't forgiven me. What more should I do?" Max pleaded. "I can't forgive you, Max," she replied. "What did I do that you can't forgive me?" he asked. "You know why I can't forgive you," Luna said softly. "You are selfish and don't think about our child's future," he accused. "Have you thought about it yourself?" she challenged. "I tried to save our family," he defended. "I came to you several times. You came only twice, and that was just for show," Luna retorted. "Listen, Max, you are the father. You can see him anytime," she added. "Do you think that if you marry someone else, he can be a father to my child? Answer me," he demanded. "You are the cause of this," she said firmly. "Yes, I admit I was not a perfect husband. I'm not lying. I hit you sometimes, but not all the time," Max confessed. "You hit me many times. I didn't tell anyone about Luna said. "There were reasons. I never just hit you," he argued. "No matter the reason, you should not hit a woman. I had a bad temper, but you hit me when I was pregnant." "I remember that," she said. "I didn't hit you then. I just jerked you. There is a difference," he insisted. "No man hits his wife without a reason." "What caused that fight?" Luna asked. "Jealousy. I was jealous when I was pregnant. I screamed and said bad things to you. You should have been calm," she replied. "You should respect the man first," Max said. "I used to respect you," she said. "Is this your respect? You think of things I didn't do, and you blame me," he accused. "I did that because of jealousy. If you were truly innocent, you would have said, 'Everything is okay, honey.' Instead, you didn't explain and hit me," she said. "You were not quiet either." "How could I stand your bad words?" Max replied. "Does that mean a husband can hit his wife?" "You don't have the right to do that," she stated. "I am your husband. Listen to me," he said. "You are my ex-husband now," she replied. "Fate is not easy. There is no ideal family," he said. "I made a decision, Max," she declared. "What do you want?" he asked. "I will divorce you," she said clearly. "Do you think everything will end after that?" he asked. "Yes. You should sign the divorce papers," she replied. "Is there any guarantee that another man won't hit you?" he questioned. "Don't let that concern you. Find a better wife than me. she answered. In 2 years together, did you forget our good moments? Max asked. Yes, there's no point in remembering. I no longer have feelings, she said. If our paths are different, my child will stay with me, he insisted. I have raised him since birth. Have you looked after him? She challenged. A nanny will look after him. I won't leave my child, Max replied. I can't do that. You don't spend time with him. I am his mother. He will stay with me until he is 18, she declared. What will you say to him when he grows up and asks where his dad is? He asked. I will explain it to him. Have you promised me you would not hit me again? You didn't, she replied. What about yourself? You said you wouldn't change. If you had said you would change, things might have been different, he countered. Do you remember when I last hit you? I hit you once because you were drinking alcohol, he said. Oh, it's good you remember that day, Luna replied. You shamed me in front of my friends. You didn't listen to me and got drunk, he accused. Max, it wasn't alcohol, she said. How can I believe that? He asked. Ask everyone who was there. It was a cocktail, she replied. No, I don't believe you, he said. You made me sad that day, so I did it on purpose. You thought it was alcohol, she explained. I really thought it was alcohol. But why did you do that? He asked. I will not tell you, she said. Why, Luna? He pressed. Because you offended me before that, she said. I can't remember, he replied. Of course, you always forget those moments, she accused. I am saying, you should tell me now. If you don't, it means you are lying, he insisted. You know why we are divorcing. Why are you asking? I have tried to be a good wife. I would have endured your blows if you hadn't cheated, she said. I did not cheat on you, he replied. Do you think I don't know? She shot back. It was not like you think, he argued. I can't forgive it, Max. Don't lie, she said. You are misunderstanding, he pleaded. I saw you with another girl. You were laughing together, she declared. We will not divorce, he said. We will divorce. That's final, she insisted. I haven't said anything about divorcing yet, he protested. You did it to yourself, Max, she replied. As the rain fell harder, Max stood there, holding the flowers, feeling the weight of their words. Luna walked away, leaving him alone in the storm. Max watched as she disappeared into the distance. The flowers drooped in his hands. He felt regret and sadness. Their love seemed lost, swept away by the rain. He realized that sometimes love cannot fix everything. All he could do now was hope for a better tomorrow for both of them.